Today we're diving into the fantastic world of Middle-earth and going over the top 10 LEGO Lord of the Rings sets ever made. And just very quickly, if you want a chance to win a free sealed Smeagol and Eagle gift with purchase, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment down below. Okay, so let's dive straight into our list. In at 10th place we have set 9471, Urukai Army. This LEGO set was released back in 2012 and came with 257 pieces and 6 minifigures. This was basically the ultimate army builder for Tolkien fans. You got an awesome Éomer minifigure and a Rohan soldier, plus 4 Urukai soldiers, and even a section of the Deepin wall that you could connect to the larger Helms Deep set. It's not flashy, but it's incredibly functional, especially for recreating battle scenes, and the fact you could buy multiples of these to build up your Urukai and Rohan army was such a great idea and made this an amazing LEGO set. Moving on to 9th place we have the Bog Booknook. Yes, here we have the latest LEGO set to be released, that being the Bog Booknook, a set that stands apart from all others on this list, because this LEGO set is not a play set, as the name suggests it is a brick-built Booknook. The set comes with 1201 pieces and one minifigure, that being Gandalf the Grey. The design is amazing. I especially love all the trans orange pieces to represent the fire emanating from the Balrog. But really the coolest part of this set is that brick built Balrog. It is so good. You have a special printed face that looks amazing. Had this been a traditional playset with a few more minifigures, this could have easily ranked higher up on the list. But either way, this is still a really good looking LEGO set. Moving on to 8th place we have the Mines of Moria set 9473. This set was released back in 2012 and came with 776 pieces. This set brings the famous tomb and battle scene to life, and it has a fantastic minifigure lineup including characters such as Legolas, Gimli, Pippin, 2 Moria orcs and Boromir. But the best thing about this LEGO set is that Big Fig cave troll, which still holds up really well considering this set is 13 years old. The Tomb of Balin is really well done and it makes for a great set to play with. Moving on to 7th place we have the LEGO Icons The Lord of the Rings, The Shire. This set came out earlier in 2025 and makes for one amazing display piece. The Shire was always going to be an amazing looking LEGO set simply because the source material is so unique and beautiful that it always was bound to attract LEGO fans to it with its cozy look and feel. The minifigure selection is top notch, nearly every minifigure here is unique to the set. You have Gandalf the Grey and a whole bunch of Hobbit minifigures that look so good with their dual moulded legs. This set though is not without its flaws, as the interior is very small for a set with such a high price tag. You could also argue that most of the side builds are very unnecessary and were probably only put in to try and justify the $270 price tag. But don't get me wrong, that exterior is still a massive head turner and will look great on display. Moving on to 6th place we have the Battle at the Black Gate set 79007. This set was released back in 2013 and came with 656 pieces and 5 minifigures, those being Aragorn in his Gondorian armour, Gandalf the White, the Mouth of Sauron and 2 Mordor orcs. This set delivers one of the most iconic moments from the Return of the King, the final standoff at Mordor's gates. And for a relatively small playset, the minifigure lineup is just stacked with some of the best minifigures from the entire Lord of the Rings theme. The Aragorn, Gandalf the White and Mouth of Sauron minifigures are some of the best minifigures we have from this theme. The build itself has opening gates, and while it's not massive, it's super playable and great for recreating that epic scene. Moving on to 5th place we have set 79008, the Pirate Ship Ambush. Now this one is really underrated and maybe not everyone would have had this set in their top 5 LEGO Lord of the Rings sets, but I adore this set. It's one of the few large LEGO ships outside the Pirates theme, and it nails the creepy vibe of the Dead Men of Dunharrow. You get the full trio of Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli, plus the King of the Dead and 2 of his soldiers. You also get a Pirate of Umbar and 2 Mordor orcs, so 9 minifigures in total, which is a really nice amount. The ship has hidden flick missiles, working anchors and lots of detail. It's a unique set that adds a variety to any Lord of the Rings collection, and I just love that this set is so different from every other Lord of the Rings entry. Moving on to 4th place is the Tower of Orthank. This is one of the tallest and most detailed LEGO towers ever made. The Tower of Orthank stands over 2 feet tall and includes 6 floors filled with references to Saruman's twisted experiments. You get some great minifigures, including an eagle that will help Gandalf escape, as well as a buildable Ent. The Saruman minifigure is elite with that awesome skirt piece, and you also get Grima Wormtongue, which is in fact one of the rarest and most expensive Lord of the Rings minifigures out there. This set was so ahead of its time, and it's just one of the crown jewels of the Lord of the Rings theme. I do think this set could have had a much better lineup of minifigures though, as this set retailed for $200 back in the day, which in today's terms would equate to around $270. So to only get 5 minifigures in this set was really disappointing, but then again that is kind of made up by the fact that this build is so outstanding. Moving on to third place, we have set 9474, The Battle of Helms Deep. This set was released back in 2012 and came with 1,368 pieces, and this set is just pure cinematic glory, complete with the Deepin walls, Urukai siege ladders and a pretty decent interior. Helms Deep is one of my favourite playsets of all time. Don't get me wrong, this isn't as detailed as some other LEGO sets on this list, but it doesn't need to be. This is not one of those LEGO sets that's just meant to sit on a shelf gathering dust. This is meant to be played with. And the minifigure selection is excellent. You get Aragorn, Gimli, Theoden, Haldir and a bunch of Urukai soldiers. And you can even expand this LEGO set by connecting it to the Urukai Army set. This is just an all-round legendary LEGO set and my favourite of the old Lord of the Rings theme. And that brings us on to second place with a newer Lord of the Rings LEGO set, that being set 10333 Barader. For me, Barader was easily the best LEGO set of 2024. This tower and fortress of Mordor comes with 5,471 pieces. This could have easily been a boring looking set with only black pieces used for the tower, but the designers opted to have the tower surrounded by lava, which is one of the best decisions they could have made, as it just looks so much cooler with it than it otherwise would have without the lava surrounding the build. The minifigure lineup is also stacked. You get Frodo, Sam, Gollum, 4 Mordor orcs, Gothmog, the Mouth of Sauron and Sauron himself. There is so much packed into this tower, such as a throne room, a dungeon, an eating area and even a glowing Eye of Sauron that utilises a light brick. As much as I really am desperate for those cheap Lord of the Rings sets, it's hard to deny LEGO haven't done a great job when it comes to recreating large expensive versions of some of Middle-earth's most iconic locations. So that moves us on to first place now for my pick of the best LEGO Lord of the Rings set, and for me it has to be set 10316 Rivendell. This 6,167 piece set released in 2023 and is hands down one of the most beautiful LEGO sets ever made. You get an insane 15 minifigures including the entire Fellowship, Elrond, Arwen and more. The build is split into 3 massive sections with detailed interiors, waterfalls, statues and the iconic Council of Elrond circle. It's a love letter to Tolkien fans and a true centrepiece for any LEGO collection. You'll have a hard time finding a more detailed and beautiful LEGO set than this one. This could very well go down as one of modern LEGO's most iconic sets. I don't know a single person that has bought this set and regretted it, despite the $500 price tag, so that's saying something. Anyway guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. Let me know what your favourite LEGO Lord of the Rings set is down in the comments section. And for more LEGO Lord of the Rings content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day and I'll see you on the next one.